Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, man. And this Jujutsu Kaisen episode chapter was insane. I actually think we learned quite a lot of things, like a lot of things in this chapter. And one of the most important things we learned is that we might have been underestimating Yuji this whole time, man. I think we was really underestimating Yuji Itadori, man. He jumped, he got punched through the floor all the way down. He looked up at the skyscraper and jumped from the ground to another skyscraper, and then from that skyscraper to Sukuna, and he was pissed, man. He was pissed off, bro. Like, literally, he was so angry, bro. Because, I think, what we have to remember is the only person, right? This is crazy, right? But the only person Yuji has left is Megami. That's the only person that's left, right? Gojo is in a box. You know what I'm saying? His grandpa is in a box. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? The girl that was on her team, bro. She ain't been in this for so long. She's in a box. She got put in a spliff. You know what I'm saying? And he's not that close with the rest of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just met Big Brother Yuta and them, and Big Brother Hakari and them. He just met them, and Big Sister Maki and them. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I think he has Toto, but Megami is the one that's like family, like the one that's closest to him, the one that, like, you know what I'm saying? And I know his actual brother is about, but he just met his actual brother, like, you know what I'm saying? So realistically, Megami is the closest person to him, right? I think Megami was the closest person to him anyways, since his grandpa died. Megami became his, like, closest friend, and, the person that, quote unquote, saved him and was willing to die for him and all of that. And to have him get taken over by Sukuna, and then Yuji got punched through buildings, bro. Buildings on buildings, man. And I honestly, I think this was the best chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, man. It was so sensational. Like, I was blown away. The colored panels as well were crazy. But Yuji really put in work, man. He said, no. I am not having this, bro. I am not having this. He was ready to die. And Yuji is always ready to die. But this chapter actually began with Angel getting half of her arm and shit ripped off. I don't know why Sukuna didn't just, I suppose, he just threw off a building and then it was like splat on the floor, splat, you know what I'm saying? He splashed somewhere, threw off the building, like, yeah, get out of here, man. You're not into me. You know who I am? God, you know what I'm saying? The king of all curses. And he just threw him off our building, bro. But it was actually insane, man. It was insane. Just the way the fight went, bro. And then the beautiful thing was, Sukuna thought it was him versus Yuji. That's what he thought the fight was. He thought it was him versus Yuji. But no, it was not him versus Yuji. It was him versus Yuji and Megami, bro. Because Megami was not having it. Megami inside Sukuna was not fucking having it, bro. And I think the main reason is because he was fighting Yuji, you know what I'm saying? And Megami is not gonna let, he loves Yuji, bro. He doesn't want Yuji to sacrifice himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe in that bullshit. Like, so he's inside was started suppressing Sukuna. And Sukuna was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Like, because he was using cleave and dismantle and shit, and it was just not happening, bro. And Yuji was just walking through it, and he was like, damn it, this guy used, Kenjaku used this guy's body. So Yuji's body is more special than we thought, because apparently there was some person in the past that had that body, and it must have been like the sturdiest body going, bro. And Kenjaku basically recreated that in Yuji, and that's that was like a part of his plan, basically. And wow. But Yuji also, to be fair, just literally got way stronger than we've ever seen him. Like, he was fucking breaking buildings with his jumps. Like, he was, you know what I'm saying? He was pushing Sukuna, like, even before I think Megami started slowing him down. Like, he punched the shit out of Sukuna, bro, through buildings and shit, man. Like, And it's like, even Sukuna was like, what's going on? Where did this strength come from? You know what I'm saying? And Yuji was just not slowing down. Like, and he speed blitzed Sukuna for a second, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when Sukuna decides to, wait, right, there's Brightness from back then. So he obviously fought somebody like that, and somebody that whose body was insane. Obviously, Sukuna won by the looks of it. But I think that's, Kenjaku's plan is interesting. Like, he wanted to cage Sukuna by the looks of it, and maybe control Sukuna because he knew he couldn't beat Sukuna. So he tried to create a vessel that maybe can contain Sukuna and gain the powers of Sukuna, perhaps, right? But maybe also not. Maybe he just wanted to challenge Sukuna. I don't really know. Like, Kenjaku's plans are kind of weird. I kind of wish it's just him fucking around. Kind of like he says, he just like wants to see what will happen. He's like an experimentalist. He's like, I'm just fucking around to see what will happen. I kind of like that because, again, I don't think every villain needs a super deep motivation. Not every villain needs to be Thanos, you know what I'm saying? But when they are too, it's lit, I think that's why people like Joker. Joker just kind of does shit just because, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Chaos, you know what I'm saying? No, but they was throwing a hand, bro. And then, Sukuna is like, damn Kenjaku sure is twisted. You know what I'm saying? All of you, why can't you just live normally? And that's why Yuji replies. Yuji is pissed. He's like, why you got to keep causing suffering, bro? Why? And then, he cuts him, bro. He cuts him. And, Sukuna cuts him and he's like, listen, to me, I don't like weaklings that cling fiercely to life. I want to kill them all. The little creatures, the bugs to me. Insects, bro. Your suffering is natural. You people are meant to be chewed up. And I think this is the change for Yuji here. Because Yuji likes to give everything and everybody a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? He hates killing, bro. He doesn't like the idea that he has to kill anything or anybody or harm anybody. Like, he really hates that shit down to his core. But then he realizes curses. And my suffering, man, let's see if you can eat me and my suffering, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think he tells him like something like, all curses are like, can't be saved. You know what I'm saying? Curses are just that. They are curses. Like, fuck them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah, these guys, yeah, he goes, right, these guys are and always will be curses. And he just starts walking through his cleave and dismantle, bro. And Sukuna is like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what? How can he be that sturdy? Like, that's not fucking possible. Oh, shit, no, that's not it. Fuck, fuck. And then he gets punched. And I mean, Yuji punches the brakes off him, bro. And then he's like, oh, my cursed energy output is falling, huh? Damn you, Fushiguro Megumi. And then Fushiguro fights back from within, and that's the next chapter's coming, man. It's sick, bro. I cannot wait. I can't wait for Broken Ronin and Creams to talk about it. If you don't watch the Chosen One podcast, you gotta watch that podcast, man. I think this is the best. I think they make the best Jujutsu Kaisen content on the platform. Yeah, and that's really all I can say. But this was, I think, the best Jujutsu Kaisen chapter I've ever read. I thought it was amazing. 10 out of 10, to be honest. And you all know I don't be giving 10 out of 10s on anything easily, but everything was perfect. It was emotionally charged. Sukuna showed that he's chilling, like he's comfortably super strong. Megumi fighting back, like there was just so much happening and so much going on, and especially in context of the story, like to me it just had to be a 10 out of 10. I think it was a perfect chapter, man. The execution was sensational, like everything that happened was beautiful, man. I really thought, wow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, like wow, I'm so excited to see how Jujutsu Kaisen goes from here. I haven't really been covering it because minus the Hakari fights, because I loved Hakari. I think Hakari is so amazing. And Yuta, like those are the characters that really, really excited me. We kind of went off on a tangent. I like Maki, but I feel like Maki's sumo arc, I really didn't like it at all. I thought those random sumos popping up and teaching her exactly what she needed felt super... It felt super convenient, you know what I'm saying? It felt like plot armor rather than, I feel like she should have just awakened and learned that bitch herself, because we've seen so many characters and there's precedents for so many characters who just figure shit out and awaken, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think she needed them sumo dudes because, again, they're not going to be relevant to the story anyway. So, and obviously not every character needs to be relevant, but they just popped out of existence to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. that's you know what I'm saying, that's what I think this chapter right here, beautiful. I need Utah to pull up. I need Hakari to pull up. But it doesn't look like it. That's what we thought we needed. We thought there was no hope for UG to survive this shit. But UG just went up like 10 levels, bro. I think his strength level is clearly one of the highest, man. Like, wow. Like, his strength level is insane. Like, he was... Bro, he was on some Hakari shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he was on some Hakari shit. Maybe Sukuna has actually been limiting Yuji's cursed energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he has to contain Sukuna. You know, kind of like a nine-tail situation where Naruto has almost boundless chakra, but because he's containing the nine-fox tail, or, you know, before he partnered with him, that his chakra, 90% of his chakra, or 50% or 60% chakra was just keeping the nine-tail at bay. Versus like, you know, his own chakra being fully manifested and fully open. So I think it's the same thing here, or something similar here, where I think Yuji was actually being weakened by being the vessel of Sukuna, without realizing it. But yeah, I'm just super excited to see what happens in the next few chapters, man. This was beautiful. I might do chapter by chapter covers by the looks of it, but because I feel like we're reaching the end game, and I've been reading it consistently since, I don't know. I've actually been reading it, it turns out, before Creams and Broken Ronin have. I've been reading it since like, it was only like 5 or 10 chapters. I've been reading Jujutsu Kaisen since basically it came out, which is really, really interesting. I didn't realize I was that early into Jujutsu Kaisen. And that kind of makes me think maybe I should have started making more content on it back then. But I think also the translation sometimes back then wasn't great. It was kind of horrible, and I couldn't fucking keep up with some of the chapters because I didn't know what the fuck the translator was saying. You know, and sometimes maybe the cleaning of the scans wasn't amazing, so it was really hard to like know what was happening. At times I had to like find better scanlations and shit. So I ended up making videos that weren't super accurate because honestly, just the version I read just wasn't accurate. So, but I think now, you know, I'll continue. I'll start doing it again. But yeah, maybe you guys gotta let me know though. Sometimes, you know, if I start like a series, like you guys gotta let me know. Like, yo, keep this one. It's on the rise. Or, you know, you can let this one go type shit. But make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Again, 10 out of 10. It's been your boy Super from Cheer to God. I'm out.